Hey there, Texans. Getting us started today, our learning target. I can identify which kingdom an organism belongs to based on its characteristics. Last week, we did some notes that gave us kingdoms that belong to domains. Remember, we said when we completed this assignment, that we have three domains. You have domain archaea, domain bacteria, domain eukarya. Those three domains, remember we said that's the broadest part of taxonomy, taxon there. Those three domains are broken down into 6 kingdoms. Archaea is kingdom Archaebacteria. The domain bacteria is broken up into eubacteria. Now the domain eukarya is broken up into 4 different kingdoms. You have Protista, fungi, Animalia, and Plantae. Now those characteristics we said are broken down because scientists are classifying these organisms in each category by how they're similar. Questions they ask: how do they reproduce? How many cells do they have? All right, they also wanted to know, do they make their own food? Are they autotrophic or heterotrophic? All right, these are some of the simple things that they are asking. Do they have a nucleus? Is it prokaryotic or eukaryotic? All of those characteristics determine what kingdom and what domain that those organisms rely in or live in. So when you look at today's assignment, going back into this page here, distinguishing characteristics, you've got the picture of the organism here. It says each card illustrates an organism and provides information about its cell structure, how the organism obtains food, how it reproduces, and whether it's composed of one or more cells. Again, those 4 questions. We're going to use a dichotomous key to identify which kingdom the organism belongs to. So guys, you have a picture of the organism here. Some of these, it's pretty simple. You can tell just by looking at the picture where it belongs. But then when you have things that look like this hot puffy Cheeto thing here, or this amoeba looking thing here, it's a little harder to distinguish where it belongs. So for the assignment, you need to figure out the name of the kingdom. All right, you've got a set of dichotomous keys. A dichotomous key is this right here. All right, it is used to identify unknown organisms, plants, rocks, or objects through a series of paired statements, if-then statements. All right, so when we're looking at this here, it says to select the trait that matches the organism, and that choice will direct you to the next step, consisting of another pair of statements. Continue until the kingdom's or the organism's kingdom is identified. So if you're looking at the first one, the one that has the flowers on it, is the organism unicellular? If it's unicellular, you're going to go to B. All right, if the organism is multicellular, we're going to go to D. So if we go to, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to use my screen here, and it's because we're recording, it's giving me a little bit of difficulty. So here it was saying it was multicellular. So multicellular told us, back again, told us if it's multicellular, we're going to go to letter D. So letter D says the cells contain cell walls. Letter number 2 says cells do not have cell walls. Organism is heterotrophic, eukaryotic, multicellular. Reproduction, either sexual, complex animals, or asexual, simple animals. All right, looking at those 2, if we say it's number 1, we're going to go to letter E. All right, we're looking at flowers. All right, so we know that animals, Animalia, do not contain cell walls. So in this case, we're going to go to letter E. The organism is autotrophic, eukaryotic, multicellular, contains a cell wall, we just said that up here, and reproduction can be sexual or asexual. All right, when we look at that, we look at the other option. Organism is heterotrophic, meaning it eats other organisms, does not make its own food, has cell walls, reproduction can either be sexual or asexual, it's eukaryotic, or it can be multicellular and unicellular, it's gonna be kingdom fungi. In this case, our answer would be kingdom plantae. So in that first blank for number 1, you would write down kingdom plantae. You're gonna do this for the 12 examples that are listed for the organisms. And then you're gonna go ahead and answer those 4 questions at the end using complete sentences. Do not forget to put your name on it, guys. This is for a grade, and put your class period. All right, make sure you turn this into Ms. Mueller for today's assignment grade. We'll be verifying attendance with your work. Ask questions. If you have any or need any help, guys, you can come see me across the hall Tuesday morning before school in K109. Have a good rest of the day, guys. Thank you.